Welcome, dear ones. So today I want to share with you how I learned about the concept of twin flames and how twins particularly are important part of my life. So it wasn't until about 15 years ago that I came across this concept and in internet, and I instantly tried to compare my relationships with some of the signs, and I couldn't decide whether some of them were karmic, soulmate, or twin flame, but it wasn't that important for me at that moment. And it was, I think, about 6 years ago that, because of the necessity to start experience ways of quantum energetic healing, I decided to participate in this theta healing methodology courses. And I was at this one meeting. We've been there for 2 weeks with other people learning for the advanced level. And there were two girls there. They were twins, and they were more advanced than me in the practice. And I think about third or fourth day, I had this struggle. I couldn't help myself with one of the patterns, and it had to do with guilt. So I visited one in a room. It was very early in the morning before the practice began. And it's funny because this was actually also the first time I've encountered Course in Miracles, because she was doing the morning practice where you literally read day lesson online via Skype, which is a really nice practice. If you're interested in trying this, I can give you some details about that. And I was actually asked to read it out myself, and that's why I remember, because it was like, wow, I'm going to read that aloud now. And I didn't know what I was reading about. It was so strange for me and so complicated, but this is how it started. So anyway, one of the girls was a twin herself, and she did a scanning for me, and she said, oh, okay, because you have a lot of guilt because you had a twin yourself while you were in your mother's womb, and you're feeling a lot of guilt from that period that you need to release, and you're feeling also that you are missing something in your life and that you're not whole. And I was like, wow, how she knows that. That's exactly what I feel. And it wasn't until, I think, 2 years ago that I read this book about missing twin syndrome, which I highly recommend if you're interested in the topic and it resonates with you. And I'm not saying that it's something that applies to everyone who feels that they are missing something in their life, that they don't feel complete, or they just have this intense longing for a connection, and they deep down in their heart know that there is someone there that will fulfill them. But going back to that training, so the other day I've met this strange encounter. There was this man there, and he kind of approached me and talked to me, Agatha, and this is not my name, so it was like instant soul recognition, and we spent this amazing time talking and laughing. And at that point I felt something with him. It was on an energetical level. It felt like our bodies talk to each other just by touching a hand, and there was this kind of energy transfer. I had this feeling like the DNA in my system was upgrading something from his system, even though it was just like touching hand and talking. And I had this very strong feeling that I know him, but it was more on a friendship level. I couldn't think about him in a other way than a dear friend that I know for a very long time, that I known from ever. And what actually surprised me is to find out that he was actually because he was younger, that he was actually the twin that I was missing from my mother's womb. And that makes sense for anyone who goes to such courses, because you know that souls that like to deepen their spiritual journey usually have contracts to meet and help each other, and so they find their ways to each other during those such gatherings, like Course in Miracles or Theta Healing or whatever the other spiritual journey you're on. And so we had this instant soul recognition. And why I'm talking about that is because just recently I found it on, I think it's called Harmonious Hearts channel, about twin flames, which I find is very reliable. And the host, Danielle, she's really great in her work and what she's doing and the knowledge she's sharing. And she told there in one of the episodes that this is actually really common in the twin flame community to have a missing twin syndrome, like to be a one that is missing a twin brother or sister or sibling from the womb life during mother's pregnancy. So it's like a mark that's marking your life in this quest of searching something outside of you, of searching something that would fulfill you, which we know it's not the point anymore, but somehow this twin is a symbol for me. And also two of my babies are twins, meaning like in a zodiac sign, and they also look like twins. Even though there is a 3 years difference between them, if I put a photo here, they look just like twins. And funny enough, during the year I met my twin flame, I was given a drawing by my friend. She's an artist, and while she is intuitively drawing things, she's getting messages and downloads. And the painting she given me was also about twins. And I could go on, because obviously we know that external reality is just the reflection of what we have inside and what we are thinking of. But still, seeing all those twins around me, it's something that still keeps surprising me. So also, when I was giving birth to my baby, one of the girls in the room had a twin herself, and the other one, she was having twins. And yes, so the twins are just about everywhere. And if you look at this from this perspective, this is a little bit funny, but please, if you're feeling that it resonates with you, that you might have had a sibling while your mother was pregnant with you, and this kind of resonates, and it's an answer for you for this intense longing, of this feeling of lack or maybe guilt somewhere you store in your body because you literally consumed in a way your twin, then I suggest you read more about the topic, and maybe it helps you to release some of the feelings. And there are many ways you can do that. And of course, if you decide you are not interested in this label, that's also okay. But I just found out that it might be important for someone there to share about this information. And I love you so much, and I bless you from my heart. And thank you for watching.